Hello YouTube. Right, this is my first YouTube video, so bear with me. There's no fancy editing, no effects, no sponsors or any of that. Just doing a review on these boots. With all this COVID lark over the last year, I've become a bit of an anorak when it goes to boots. I've always been into boots. I wear boots all winter for casual, like Doc Martens. I've got about 15 million pairs of Doc Martens over the years. But I've never been able to find a decent pair of work boots that I've actually liked. I've had the DeWalt's, the DeWalt Apprentices or whatever they are. They're sort of like your standard sort of like 45, 40 pound boots from Screwfix. I've got short, wide feet, and the DeWalt's always pinched me here. Like really around here, they really pinched, even when they were broken in. They only were comfortable at the point they were falling apart. I bought the Scruffs. Scruffs weren't too bad. Didn't last very long. Good boot though. Grafters. Good boot. Didn't last very long. They're all sort of like 40, 50 pound pairs of boots, which guys normally spend, or the sight boots from Screwfix, which are even more cheap and cheerful. But to be honest, you only get one pair of feet, boys, don't you? Enough. I think you got to look after your feet. Call me a boring old cunt or something, but that's the anorak I've become. But these are a bit different. These are an American brand, Carhartt, and you can spend stupid money on work boots, like 200 plus on thorough good American work boots with like the wedge sole on. Bit different, but anyway, I tried these. These have got the moccasin toe. These Carhartt boots, they're called the Hamilton, and I think this is due to muck rotting the stitching out there. and to be honest, I've tried to look after these boots. I've babied them a little bit because they're about £125 a pair. It seems no more than, I wouldn't pay any more than 120 quid for them, because I think some places charge more, but they're sort of taking the piss a bit. But they're really decent, to be honest. I was a bit taken back. Like the thickness of the leather, it's a really strong leather. Like I'm kneeling down, I drag my feet, I bump into things. I'm a bit of a bumbler when I walk around and around site. And the leather, it's taken a fucking beating in the last sort of like 5.5 months. I've had these boots. They're waterproof as well, which is another bonus. It's got a waterproof liner in there. And this webbing, I've found out that sort of like webbed bit, the boot that connects the tongue, stops any little pebbles and shit getting in there. And also stops water getting in about you step in a puddle just underneath that top hole, there underneath your hook. And these hooks are fucking brilliant. So I've had boots with hooks and they bend and break, and even the Timberlands that were like £80, they sort of bent and broke. These things are strong and they're decent. They're just really well made boots, to be honest. Really comfortable. The Americans, they love their boots, and I sort of become a bit of a sad act and was watching too many videos on blokes cleaning boots and restoring boots and resoling boots. But all you need, really, it makes sense. These horsehair brushes, you get them off Amazon, you just sort of give them a brush all over, sort of just try and get any dirt and dust out of them, take the laces out. Laces shagged on these anyway, snapped on me today. Sort of go around with a smaller brush and just sort of get all into the stitching and them little nooks and crannies, and just sort of give them a right old sort out. And then there's this gear. Oh, where is it? Mink oil. It either comes with an oil or this or paste. This is the paste. To be honest, I think this works better. Yeah, nice thick coat on there. I'll leave it. So I'm going to do. Just put the camera down for a second. Right. You can see I've used a fair bit of it. Just wipe it off on your fingers once you've cleaned your boots. These aren't clean yet. They need a bit of a wipe down and sort of a brush off with some soapy water. You can either use soapy water, or if you want to go full anorak James May on these boots, you get some saddle soap off of Amazon. Any saddle soap, you just wet it down with a bit of water on a brush, rub it around on the soap. It's a bit like that mink oil, and then sort of scrub areas, and it brings the leather up lovely, nice and clean. And then you just wipe it off with a bit of kitchen roll or microfiber cloth, get all the shit out off the leather, and then leave them to dry for a bit. If it's sunny, stick them in the sun for a couple of hours, then whack some of that mink oil on them. And what the mink oil does, it waterproofs the leather, and it also stops the leather from drying out. Like old car seats, it puts all the minerals and oils you've taken out of the leather. Where you see blokes where they're washing their boots with a bit of Ferry Up liquid and that on site, and all the toes are blown out on the sides and shit. That's because all the leather's cracked, and they've washed it with washing up liquid, which moves grease and oil. Which leather is like skin; it's got grease. It needs grease and oil to keep it supple. And anyway, they take all that out, and then the leather dries out and cracks and shits itself. It's done this. I don't know if this is muck, where we're using like lime and water. It's sort of like, it's sort of burnt. It looks like it's sort of, I don't know, got something funky going on there though. But anyway, yeah, Carhartt Hamilton's really good work boot. I probably wouldn't go for these again. I know they're only 5.5 months in, to be honest. I've had boots in worse shape. The only thing, really, is that's come away a little bit. And that. But this is due to not kneeling down as a bricklayer, kneeling down doing jointing up, or you're putting up a profile and you're rubbing your foot on the floor, and you drop muck on your toes and fucking on your laces and shit, and that little bit of stitching there is sort of, I don't know, it's sort of asking for it. But I've got other boots that I think I'm probably going to go for. That's sort of got like a cap on there, so yeah, I'll try them when these die. Probably get rid of these come November time and get myself a new pair. If they last till November, they've had a good innings, longer than any other boot I've had before. Just wear them until they fall off my feet, or my feet are getting wet all the time, because you don't want wet feet. But anyway, before it goes on any longer, Carhartt boots, give them a try, boys. They're not cheap, but they're comfy. And they're quality. They're going to last longer, a lot longer than my experience of your £40 screw fix specials. Especially if you're putting down some miles on site, and or if you're doing a job where you're on your feet 8.5 hours a day, it makes sense to spend money on your shoes. You buy £150, £200 trainers or boots for social, going up the pub for a couple of hours, or 3-4 hours at a time you might wear them. But we're in these babies 5 days a week, 8.5 hours a day. Some people longer, but that's me. I'd like to sort of spend money on my work gear and my tools. And anyway, give them a go. I didn't see any other reviews about them here in the UK. There really ain't any reviews on these boots at all, but they're getting a thumbs up from me, and I'm definitely going to buy another pair of Carhartt boots. Not necessarily these ones because of that mock toe and mortar rotting the stitching, but definitely I think I've got the Carhartt bug. Anyway, until my next unedited amateur video for YouTube, I'll catch you guys later.